Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you some beginner tips which will be very helpful for you while working with Unity. The first one is if you have a game object, suppose we have a cube here and I want to align my camera towards this cube. So I can just go towards this cube here and you can select my camera and press Ctrl Shift F and you can see that my view is aligned towards this camera, which can be helpful when the scene is too long. The next tip is about the way your layout is. You can see that in the top right corner we have an option of layout. We can have a 2 by 3 split, we can have a 4 split, or we can have a default split. We can also have our own layout, which might be useful when working with different kind of scenes. Now, another thing which people usually don't know is that when you're working with Unity, you can see this axis which is in RGB. So the XYZ axis is color coded from here, which is X represents the X axis, or the R represents the X axis, green represents the Y axis, and blue represents the Z axis, which can be very helpful while you're rotating. Suppose I have a spear for this and I keep my spear on top of the cube. Now I want to rotate my spear to this side. Now in my transform tab with this color coding, I can easily see that the rotation value should be in X. So if I change the value here, you can see that I'm able to rotate my spear. This is a very good way of knowing, and most people, though it's very easy, don't know about the color coding. Again, one more thing about the view is that we have this perspective and isometric view, which is very helpful while placing an object. I'll show you an example. Suppose I have a game object here, which is empty, and now you can see that I don't know where this game object is. The first thing to make it a bit more intuitive is to go to this icon and give it some color. Now you can see that I have this game object tab here, and now if I go to isometric view, I can actually orient it according to its position, which is way more convenient. Now you can see that the game object is exactly below the cube or our game object, and then we can go to perspective view and you can see that this makes it way more easier than figuring out where our empty game object is. Now the next thing which is very useful and does not require any bit of coding is our culling mask. You can see that I have this cube game object here and I have a sphere game object. I can go to layers and just select a default layer. Suppose we can select water, and in my main camera I go to my culling mask and I remove water. In the game view you can see that this is not visible. This can be a very good way of optimizing your game. I hope this small beginner tips and tricks are helpful for you, and since they don't require any coding, they can be used without any hassle. One more final tip is you can use WERTY to change this options here. So they are the shortcut which most people don't know and do struggle with. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you will give a watch to other videos which I have. Thank you.